What's up, everybody? Hey, it's Uncle Mark, and I'm back with another one. Yes, and another one. Now, I know it looks a little strange, but I'm not in the kitchen. I'm outside. So, I'm outside cooking. And I had to do my setup. Looks like everything's in view right there. Now remember, I'm still using those same cameras, so you see me look up there. Got my audio, and I'm working on the audio is good. I love it. But I'm gonna get something probably bring a little closer so I can put it like right here, so I can kind of turn down some of the noise. So now this one might sound a little noisy. That's okay because I have there's a fan, outdoor ceiling fan that's blowing at the same time because you got to keep the air circulating. So you have circulation. All right, so we're about to do some baby back ribs, one of my favorites. Now, I was wondering, should I call this episode 3? And I think I am, because barbecuing is a superfood. Barbecuing ribs. So people will go to the grill. You have tailgating and all that. So we're going to add this to the collection. And this is episode 3 of cooking a superfood. It's called baby back ribs. I would suggest the baby back ribs versus the spare ribs or the St. Louis cut when you're trying to do something tailgate party wise, because it's easy to. So it's a thicker meat, easy to cut, and you can feed a little bit more people. And it's a little bit more lean than most of them. But I do have a couple racks here. I have a rack here that got a lot of fat on it. But you know what? I'm going to leave that alone. What I'm going to do with that one, and when I have ribs that have a little bit more fat than the other ones, I will put that one on top so that it can drain down at the one at the bottom to keep it moist. Alright, so getting started. Get my gloves going here. Outside. Good temperature. This is December the 21st, Dad's birthday. So, and we have 63-degree weather. And right now, even in the nighttime, right now it's nighttime, but I'm outside, so you can't tell if it's day or night. With the lighting. So I'm outside and there's a little breeze out there. It's good enough to sit and chill and maybe watch the game or two. So hey, I'm gonna get these ribs going, okay? So got some baby back ribs. I'm gonna use my the knife I told you about in the other video. Got this from my daughter. I'm gonna start off here. Remember I told you I had something that had a little extra fat on there. Now, we're not finna do any competition cuts. I'm finna tell you right now. We're not doing that. So, but I should have had me a little towel in there, but that's okay. But I am going to trim this just a little bit here on the corner. Did I get that there? Yep. Oh man, hey, Dallas is gonna cut that thick bone. Let's see. Uh-oh. Think we got it. Man. Uh-oh. Now, I better be careful. I'm gonna cut myself. Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let me stop playing with these knives, but these knives start playing with me. Let me go like this, okay? Let me look at it. See what I'm cutting at the bottom there. I just want to flatten it out just a little bit like that. And I'm good with that. And you know what? That's a bone right there, so let me take that baby out right there. The little bones right there cause you problems. You trim it just a little bit. You know what? That's good enough. I said we're not doing competition. So there we go. I'm going to put that over there because we're going to use that for later. Got my other little scraps right there. Alright, so like I said, this one has a little bit of fat on it. I mean, I could go ahead and trim a little bit. I can. But like I said, it's what I was using it for. But if you was doing competition, you wouldn't use this one. I'll tell you that right now. That wouldn't be the one for competition. And a lot of times, and from what I was told, when it comes to competition, you don't really use baby back ribs anyway. So I think they use St. Leo's cut, or they get a big spare rib and they trim it down. I think that's the best style rib for competition. Now, I haven't been in any competitions. I don't eat according to competitions. And when I eat, I don't want to be judged. I just want to eat and it tastes good. Now, if I get to be in a competition one day, I'll do it. But what I want to do is I want people to be in the competition using my seasoning, and I want them to win with my seasoning. That's what I want. All right. So, now, I know everybody say, let's pull the membrane, let's pull the membrane. I'm leaving that membrane on there. I'm not removing it, because the way I'm going to cook this, that membrane is going to be edible. Now, I noticed that when I go to some of the professional restaurants, when I get to those restaurants, let me tell you what I notice. I notice that the membrane is still on there, and it's seasoned, and it's edible, and we're eating it. Now, I'm not getting... Now, there's a lot of reasons why people say they leave the membrane on there, and it's all up in the air. But I think when you're doing competition, you take it off. But we're not doing competition. So, now, let's talk about the seasoning, y'all. We're going to do a blend. And I told you, I will have no more than 2 seasonings on the table. You guys you have 6-8 bottles, and you're creating layers, and you watch my other videos, you understand what I mean by all these layer profiles instead of the blending profile. So what we're gonna use the seasoned salt. Did I get that in view? We keep doing this, right? Seasoned salt. So get used to that. If I'm the only one doing this video and I wanted the quality I need, then this is just how it's gonna go. And we're also gonna use the all-purpose barbecue rub. Okay, that's what we're gonna use for this. Now, I have a little secret. Get your favorite marinade. Do 6 ounces of your favorite marinade and 6 ounces of Worcestershire sauce. Okay, kind of cools the marinade salt down for you and gives you a little flavor. So that's gonna be the binder. And the fact that I'm using this side here, and this is the side with the membrane on, I'm not gonna really get all heavy into it. Okay, there's another way you can get that seasoning to go through that meat, and we'll talk about that later tonight. All right, so let me get put the seasoned salt to the side right here, and I'm gonna start off. Oh, this is another bottle, so I'm gonna have to open this one. Okay, not for sale. All right. And when they knew, woo, see right here, just tell you, when you buy that bottle, it's gonna have the seal on there. See that? It's gonna be on there. Now we're gonna mess this bottle up and get all kind of fingerprints and everything on there. They say they say have a seasoning hand, and then have a hand that you're turning the meat with. So, I'll try it. Okay, that's the all-purpose. Look at that. See how it's on there. How that seasons. Man, I just like the way that seasons just stick to that meat, because we're not doing layers. And notice I'm getting it on this outside, because that's the meat part here on the back. Okay, good. That was the seasoned salt. Okay, I'm gonna turn it over, and I'm gonna make this my seasoning hand. How about that? And I'm gonna add some more of the flavoring for our binder. Kind of push that in there. Back rub them backs. Rub those backs. That's how it got started. Uncle Mark's back rub. Rubbing the backs. Backs. Rub. Barbecue rub on backs. back rub. That's where it comes from. Now you heard it. You can hear it again in some other videos. All right, we're gonna get our get some more all-purpose. Now I'm gonna be doing 3 of these. Now I do cook these for myself, but I don't eat all 3. I'm gonna let you know that right now. And you can be real generous with this, by the way. You can really pack this on, okay? You can really pack that on. But I don't. This is the seasoned salt. Remember, see how I'm packing that on? Remember I told you there's a lot of. It's not that salty, but I'm not saying it's low in salt. It's more flavor than anything. It's more blend than anything. So that's the baby back. I'm gonna put it over here in this pan. I'm gonna start stacking them up. We're gonna get us a good 3 going. Now, like I was saying, I don't eat all these ribs. I cut them up and I vacuum seal them and I put them in the freezer. So spur of the moment, game time, whatever, I can just take it out and I ain't gotta turn the grill on and it's ready to go. And what's crazy is it tastes exactly like I just got off the grill. That's crazy. Now, see all that seasoning on there we left? Just rub that right there like that. See, we're not wasting seasoning. Okay. Now the thing to we're gonna waste that seasoning right there. I'm sorry. The thing to keep this from turning, you put a towel under there. So I don't have a towel under there. I'm outside. I didn't think it through at the time. So we're gonna go ahead and cut. I'm gonna cut this like right here. Yeah. That's a good cut. I'm gonna put this over to the side. And same thing, leaving the membrane on. Give it a little coat. Just a little right here. Alright. Oh, and another thing. On top of that, I forgot to use it. I use like this, I just use a cooking spray. And I'm gonna spray it on top of the ribs. You don't see me doing it this time, but you'll see me do it the next time. Okay. So you spray it a little bit. Let's see. Let's start off with seasoned. Nope. All purpose here. Okay. All right. Let's get our seasoning salt on. Now another thing you can do, you can put that marinade on there and let it sit for a while. But just for TV purposes, we're gonna keep it moving. So see how I rub that off that, and there's seasoning on there. That's good. That's a perfect thing. So same routine. Same routine. Gonna get it seasoned. All purpose. You know, my sales they've been doing pretty good, and man, it's some of these, man, it's been shocking to me. I'm like, man, another sale. Next thing you know, man, you got 1,000 bottles already out on its way to people's homes, man. And then the most beautiful thing of it all is when they're telling you how it tastes, and they're posting it. They're posting how it tastes, and you got people like, man, let me try it too, and everybody keeps trying it, and so far no disappointments. Amen. So this is what I did the last time. Just spray it a little bit, and all that's gonna do is make that stick more into the meat. And I'm gonna pile on top right here. So why I didn't do the bottom? Because I'm packing it on top, so it's okay. Let's go with our last one here. We'll give it another cut. And cut it like right here. Watching my fingers because I need them. I surely do. Leaving the membrane on. Okay. Notice I haven't done any doctoring to this at all. Not necessary. We're coming to eat. It's a party. Super Bowl. Playoffs. I mean, my dad's a Steelers fan. And I'm only a Steelers fan because my dad's a Steelers fan. But I'm a Cowboys fan. And I'm only a Cowboys fan because I live in Dallas. And I'm a Saints fan because I just love the Saints. So there you go. That's my 3 teams. And I'm just going to leave it right there. Okay? Because I got too many relatives that want to go with Philadelphia. I got the Lions. And you know, that's too many teams. And San Francisco is not going to be my team. I'm telling you that right now. It's no more Jerry Rice. No more Take More Bowl, if you know what I'm talking about. No more San Francisco. All right. So, let's get this on there a little bit. Now, I got some seasoning left over. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it. The seasoning that's already left on the table right there. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it. We don't waste seasoning around here. Let's see. All purpose. That's why I'm not tripping, because it's hitting the cutting board there. But I am tripping because it is hitting the table. So, can't do anything about it on the table. Alright, we'll get that baby a flip. I'm going to rub that that's already on there. Flip it. Give it some more. Rub them backs. Back rub. Rub them backs. Alright. But I'm outside. Man, how many people cook outside? I mean, do you really like cooking outside? I mean, tell me in the comments. You know what? One thing you probably haven't heard me say in these last 20 videos. I don't know how many videos I had so far. I haven't said, would you like and subscribe? And I'm going to take the time out now. Can you please like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you use the seasoning, tell me what you used it on. Or if you have any ideas of what I can use it on, let me know. It's wide open. I got 51 subscribers right now, so I love my 51. Hey, we got 50 states plus 1. We got Puerto Rico. Hey, there we go. All right. Let's see. Back to the all-purpose. Yeah, like and subscribe, but don't unlike. Don't dislike. If you feel like hitting that button, go somewhere else, please. Can't be that bad. These are ribs. Come on. You're not going to eat these ribs. You don't eat ribs? Like, what am I doing wrong with these? Tell me what I'm doing wrong with these ribs besides they're not in the competition. That's what I need to know. Tell me. Alright. Boy, I'm telling you, it's so important to season these edges, because when you get to cooking, you want to season them edges. When you get to cooking, man, let me tell you something. Sometimes you want to go in there and kind of peel a little piece off. You want to taste that seasoning at the same time, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you know while it's cooking. Yeah. So it's at home. I pinched the end. Alright, so it's the last one. We're going to put this on a pellet grill. And I'm going to be using smoke tubes. And what the smoke tubes are going to do is add that extra smoke. And you're going to notice it's there, I promise you. And that smoke tube will be hitting. No more mosquitoes. But they do call it flies. Flies love to see, when they tell you, flies love smoke. When flies see that smoke, man, they're everywhere. So remember those ends I cut off? Here you go. Let's get some of this seasoning off this board. Use these ends. There you go. See there? And you know, these usually are done before. These are usually done before my ribs are ready. So I'm gonna add a little bit more seasoning, more on the front part of the meat. So you get your little taste in, just like that. Okay, a little bit more front part of the meat. And I used to, you know what? When I started my seasonings, I would try different types of seasoning on each of these pieces to see what is going to turn out and how the taste was going to turn out. So I have one flavor here, one flavor here, one, and then all of a sudden I hit one. I'd be like, that's it. So you can use these as samples of tasting your seasoning, or just do it to see how your ribs going to become, how your food's going to end up. You know, before it hits somebody's mouth, you might say, you know what, I need to add a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That'll help you because it'll be ready before the ribs are done. All right, so I'm gonna take this, put it over here in this pan, and we're gonna head out and get this on the pellet grill. I got a little pit boss out there. I need another one. It takes a little bit to kind of find the right pellet grill. So I'm okay with the one I have. It's working fine. But I think the newer the pellet grills getting, I think they put in like so much technology in it that they start to break down. You got to put this piece. You got to call and say, hey, this part. Not only just on the pit boss, but on the other brands that I had too. Oh, this part broke down. They got to mail you this part, and you got to be the one to put it back together. Instead of me getting to the point like, hey, can you just send me a new one? But that's how it goes. That's what the warranty's for. So keep your receipt, and when you get your receipt, be sure to upload it and register your product. Okay. All right. So let's go. We'll meet you guys outside. Okay, guys. So we outside. So let's see. Remember I told you about those smoke tubes? Watch all this smoke from that smoke tube. You see all that? It's a lot of smoke. See it? I got two of them. Producing a lot of smoke, plus the smoke that's already coming from the grill itself. What can I turn that? Yeah, there we go. Let's do that. Yeah, see all that smoke? The light definitely let you see it. I've been using those smoke tubes for a while, and they work. So there's my baby back ribs. That's the one that got the most fat on it right here. It's gonna be draining there. Number 2, baby back. And of course that was number 3. And I got my scraps. And we're gonna be eating soon. All right, let me close this up so this can get to cooking. And I'm doing this at 250 right now, and I'll turn it up to probably 275 in about 2 hours. So other than that, we'll be back. All right, we're back. We're about an hour in. Smoke tube still going. Hey, those smoke tubes, man, let me see. I think I had one that lasts almost 6 hours. So those smoke tubes will last a long time if you use the pellets. Now you put the wood chips in there, it'll take forever. So seems like it's a little dry on there, so I can just spray it a little bit like that. And get it sprayed. So it's about an hour in, so I like to use the spray to give it its moisture. So kind of turn it back to life. See if I get in the back there a little bit. Good. There you go. Man, you see that seasoning on there. Look at that seasoning stuck on those ribs. Ready to eat soon. Well, of course. Probably a couple more hours. So we'll check on it again in another hour. Alright guys, it's 2 hours in. Smoke tube still going. That smoke tube still got a couple hours, so that smoke tube still going. Let me see. And it's staying moist. Yep, those baby back ribs are staying moist. We'll do this a little bit. Yep. Remember those little pieces I talked about? Yep. Go ahead, eat that. Right, just the right amount. Just the right amount of smoke. What's over here? I'll grab one of these little pieces later. Actually, this right here. Oh, he finna get 8. I told those little pieces to be done first, but we're looking at another hour. Well, no, I'm gonna come back and check on it another hour. Then I'm gonna do a temperature check. You know, I'm gonna keep it just going right at my 250. Looks like the 250 is working out. I'm not gonna turn it up to 275. They're staying pretty tender. See right here, staying tender. You don't want to cook these things too fast, because then they dry out on you. But keep that moisture on it. That spray, man, you get more moisture on that spray than you would do with a spritz, to me, in my opinion. So we'll be back in another hour. I'm gonna check the temperature and see what we got. What's up, y'all? Hey, we're about 3 hours in, and that is looking good. I think it's time to take these out. We'll see. 3 hours in, that's looking real good. You notice that there's not a lot of scraps left, because I've been eating them. We'll eat this one next while I'm waiting. Yes, and the flavor is perfect on there. That's smoke from the smoke tubes. They still going. So we're 3 hours in. Let me check the temperature. Hey, you know, crazy as it says. Let's see what we got. Well, yeah. Let me see. It's 183. On the thicker part of meat, that's 165. That's right at the cooking temperature of pork. 170 in another spot. I'm fighting the smoke coat away. Woo. Let's go to this one. Yep. Now, when you're doing baby backs, I wouldn't cook that to 200 and then try to wrap it. I'll wait till it gets to the cooking temp, 165, 172. What's that there? 165. I'll pull those and I'll wrap them. So that's what I would do at this point. And just to make this little tip here to pull off. That's pretty tender. Yep. Think of your baby backs like your pork loin. You won't cook them too long as they'll dry out. Baby backs have more meat on it, thicker meat on it than your other cuts of your ribs. Yeah, so think of it like your pork loin. So we're gonna pull these babies. We're gonna get them wrapped up. We'll be right back. What's up, everybody? We're back. It's time to wrap these ribs. I got some of them at a temperature of 165, 170. These are baby backs, so they're to the touch. They're tender, and I'm gonna wrap them and I'm gonna put them back in for like 15 minutes. So use a heavy duty foil, the long one, and you should be able to see this. I think I went a little generous with the foil there, didn't I? Okay, So I'm gonna use the marinade. Okay, I know. And just some basic syrup. Just for the sweetness. It's a brand new bottle. I don't even know if I'm authorized to even use this yet, but if there's a problem, I just have to go buy another one. How about that? Let's see. I'm gonna try to keep it clean though. I want to get a bunch of grease on it. Put a little bit on there like so. Okay. And just grab one of your baby backs. Put it on there. But while we're there, now these are for me. So I'm not gonna eat them all. So I'm gonna cut them up, put them in the in my freezer. So I might have two, maybe one or two bones just for you, just for our viewing demonstration. Should have got me a napkin, but that's okay. So let's wrap. Like I said, I went a little generous this time on the foil. Now everybody has their way of wrapping. I don't care how you wrap it, just as long as it's wrapped. And in this situation, I went a little generous on the foil, just like that. Okay, we'll get the other one. I'm not gonna go so generous on the foil. We'll stop right there. Should be good. Okay. Repeat the process. I'll use my little marinade. Okay. A little basic syrup, pancake syrup, whatever you want to call it. Get your rib on there. Wrap it like so. Make sure you got no holes in your foil. If I'm using heavy duty foil. Okay. We'll wrap it again. Here. Okay. Marinade. A little syrup. And your baby back. Now, before I go any further, I want you to look at this baby back. Look at how that seasoning's sitting on there, man. Yes. That's real nice. That seasoning is stuck on there. And it's what's in it that's got it stuck. Put this over like that a little bit. Now remember, that's my marinade mix I use for the binder. Just add a little bit more of that. Add a little sweetness to it. And we'll get these babies back on the grill. Got a little piece hanging here. It tastes good. Okay. And get these babies wrapped. And we'll put it on about 15 minutes. And we'll see you again. Alright guys, it's time to take this off. You guys are watching me do a whole night cook. Let's get these babies ready. And let's unfold one of them and see. Okay everybody, we're back. You guys did an all night cook with me. It's what? 2:35 in the morning. Hey, when you're on the grill, you do whatever it takes to get it done. So all my grillers, all my pit bosses, everybody know when you're doing ribs, you gotta cook it slow and low. Now I'm not talking about too low. I ain't talking about too slow. 250 worked perfect for me tonight. So we got these babies wrapped. Now, let's see what we have. Those juices are running right there. See that? Oh man. You wanna get that little taste? Oh boy. That's good. Okay. I'm gonna take a, let's see how I'm gonna do this. Oh boy, those juices are running now. They have found a way to escape. I'm gonna pull this baby off like that. Put it on my cutting board. So I can hide some of them juices. Alright, so we're on the cutting board. Now I had this cutting board, man, for a long time. So I'm still gonna use it. Man, the seasoning's still on there, perfect. I'm gonna roll this baby over. That looks, oh, look at that. That's your mouth should be watering right now. You get that nice little bend right there. Good. And this coming right off the grill. I'm able to hold things that are very hot. You've been cooking for a long time, you can hold some hot stuff. Got that nice little bend. Baby backs, I ain't really looking for a bunch of bone separation when it comes to baby backs. All I'm looking for is tender on the inside. Now, I'm gonna cut it right here. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna cut a little piece right here. Just for demonstration. Once you see that bone, let me cut that a little bit more. Once you see that bone, you can see the smoke ring in there at the top. And then it gets a little gray in there, so a little red here. Then it gets darker in the middle. That's a good piece of baby back rib right there. And just pull it off like that. I tell you, that's a fire flavor. Remember that membrane we talked about? What membrane? It done cooked down. It's edible. You can eat it. You see there? Where's the membrane? Gone. It's cooked in there. You had to pull it off. See, all that waste your time pulling membranes off. They don't do it in the restaurants. This is good. Another bite here. Now, what I wanted to tell you was, you didn't really have to wrap it. If you wanted to be crispy, could have just kind of left it just like it was, and then just put it in the oven, and it'd be crispy. Well, not in the oven like cooking it. When I put my stuff in the oven, I leave the oven off and I just let it sit in there. So, but that's for people who want to eat it right now and you want it crispy. Another thing I could have done is just wrap it, put a little more seasoning on it, and just left it in the oven, because the ribs are still hot and they'll continue to cook while they're wrapped, and it'll get it tender just like this. Or you just could have done it just like I just did here. Add a little that marinade we made. I gave the formula for it. It was 6 ounces of your favorite marinade and 6 ounces of Worcestershire sauce, and then we just used some basic pancake syrup, and we have some crazy tasting ribs, man. This is good. Good, y'all. And the rib don't need to be falling off the bone unless you tell it to. I can pull it off the bone if I want to, or I can eat it. Now, I'm going to eat it right here, so you see that membrane is not an issue. See? Gone. What membrane? Look. What? Watch. Look at that. It's edible. See that? Look. Gone. Broke down in my mouth. Naturally. And dip this in some of this fluid. Nice little sauce here. That's so good. Now, I have a partner down in Houston. He made those ribs and he made this glaze. It had that cream soda kick to it. It was so good. So One day I might team up with him and see what exactly how you put all that together. We might just do a cook. But these are tender, man. And 15-30 minutes more. It was 15-30 minutes on the grill. Yeah, I'm licking my fingers. If you're eating ribs and you ain't licking your fingers, throw the ribs in the trash. So, but 15-30 minutes, still got that smoky in it, and not too smoky, but you could tell it was done in smoke. I don't know, maybe it got through the foil, I don't know, but it stayed smoky. So this is real good. So guys, hey, this is over. Here's another superfood. Baby back ribs on the grill using Uncle Marc's seasoning salt and my all-purpose barbecue rub. Dream come true. I promise you, you do it just like I just did, you won't have any ribs left over. I promise you that. So there you go. Remember, everything you do it on sorry, one more time. Everything you do, make sure you do it on purpose. Because I'm going to tell you, I did this right here, and I did it on purpose. See you guys. Peace. Now, I'm only going to eat 2 of these. The rest of these are going to get wrapped up. That's good. Give me another piece right here. Man, that's good. Nice little glaze on there. Man, rub that little flavor in on. Oh. The camera's supposed to be off. Hey. Turn the camera on. 1, 2, 3.